Alright, tutorial video for Violet or Violent by some Gustavo. Let's get into it. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is kind of create some feedback. You can either do that with a loud amplifier or just by bringing out like on a harmonic, either 7th or 12th fret. Whatever you want to do, just make noise for later. I don't care. As long as you can get some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pre-count for the drums, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first chord that we hit is going to be on the E string. The low E is going to be on the 3rd fret, and then on the D string, it's going to be on the 4th fret. So, and this is a shape that I use all the time. This is what we'll call like the major, I don't know, the major dyad or whatever you call it. So we're going to do that, and then the next chord is going to be just the same shape, but just a string up on each one. So C, right? So like that, and then we're going to drop it down to a minor shape, which is just both strings on the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret on the A string and 2nd fret on the G string. Same shape, we're just going to drag it up to the 7th fret. So in total it goes like that, right? And then our first chord is going to be G, or excuse me, 3rd fret on the E string, 4th fret on the D string, 4th fret on the G string, and then 2nd fret on the B string. So it kind of has some scary jazz feel to it. So you go. And then on the kind of the second, I like to add my pinky, or excuse me, not my pinky, I like to add the high E string on the 2nd fret. So it kind of goes from that to that. So let's see, it goes. Okay, so it pretty much repeats everything right there, except it goes same shape as just up to the 8th and the 9th fret on 8th and 9th fret on the A string. So, and then we do some kind of B shape. I don't really know what this is called, but basically you're gonna skip a lot of strings here. So you're doing on the E string on the 7th fret, on the D string you're doing your 5th fret, and on the G string you're doing the 7th fret again. So I'm only hitting 3 notes. And I'm muting the other strings with my fingers, so it... And then I think it pauses right there. Yeah, okay, cool. So 1, 2, and then I do a little harmonic there. There we go. Okay, so that harmonic there is just the 7th fret on the G and B. And so we're going to take that same shape and drag it down, and then raise our raise 1 fret on this string. So basically from 2, and then halfway through that chord I add my pinky to the G string. Kind of make that kind of major 6 shape. So in total we have And so we do that G shape again that we played earlier. And then on the alternations, I guess we drop our first finger. And then back again to the opening riff. And then this is the fun one, because now we are playing that same shape, however we're playing it on the 6th fret, so it's going to be like a B flat. And we're also going to add that high E. So it's... So, oh gosh, I'm lost. Okay, so from there, then we're gonna drop, slide it down, slide the whole chord down to the 3rd fret. Okay, so next we're gonna do on the third fret on the A string, and then 2nd fret on the G string, and then the rest open. So, let's see if you can see that better. And I usually do that with a tremolo pedal, so like wah, 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 wah. It kind of has that fluttery kind of sound, but you can do whatever you want, I don't care. And then we're gonna go back to that, to the B flat shape. And that's pretty much the first half of the A section. So it's kind of a lot of repetitions, just a lot of alternations and variances. So after we do that, then it goes into the... So this is kind of a riff. So we go on, it's basically all the same shapes that we've been doing, just variations of it. So 3rd fret on the E string. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going to be hitting my bass note, and then I'm going to be hitting that note and then pulling off. So, and that's going to be for basically the whole riff. So from 3, so 3, 4, 7, 7, 7, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7. Shit. So what I'm doing is... So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is kind of the counting that you're gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's kind of the flow that you're gonna go for. But again, you're gonna be hitting your bass note and then pulling off your upper note. And it doesn't matter what string you're on. So if you're on the top one, okay, so that's gonna be that part, and then I think it does it like 8 times or something like that, either with or without palm muting. So it goes from 2, right? So it just depends on how hard you're hitting it. So build up as you go, and then it goes. So it's the same chord shapes, just strummed out, and you're gonna go da 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 da. Usually on the 3rd time, I think I do some kind of harmonic. It sounds brutal if you do it on the 3rd fret. Like if you have like a really, or if your amp is really cranked up loud, those harmonics will ring through on stage. But if you're doing it at home or something, just 5th fret harmonic works fine. But the 3, if you can get it cranked loud enough, that shit sounds crazy. So let's see here. So it goes like. for that last one, I like to bend the string while I'm strumming, so. And so that goes into part B. So that's the entirety of part A. So that sounds like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's part A. That's what I envision as part A in my head, because at that point we're all in 6/8. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 throughout that whole part. So immediately there, we change to 4/4, and it gets into that kind of groovy, what I've been told, Disney sounding part. I don't know. So this is where we get into that part. So this part is kind of more riffy than the other parts. So let's go into that. So we start on the 8th fret. It's all based on this shape, kind of the Chan shape, you know what I mean? 8, 7, 9. Okay, so those are the first 3 notes that we play. So, so 8 on the E string, 7 on the A string, 9 on the D string, 10 on the D string, and then we do like a hammer-on kind of thing, so 7 to 9 on the G string, and I like to put a lot of vibrato on that last note. Okay, so 8, 7, 9, 10, 7, 9, 7, and then back to 10 with your pinky on the D string, and then do like a little right, so a little twiddle, so 9 to 10 with your pinky. Down to 7 on the D string still. So now we're gonna do like a, so what is it? That's 7, that's 10. So you're kind of holding both of those notes out. I like to do that slide right there. This is kind of the harder part because you're moving your hand really quick. So you're basically jumping over to the 5th fret and then doing a slide from the 7 back to the 5th. Right? So that's the first part of that, and then you do it again. And then as opposed to doing the slide, you're gonna play a E minor 7 chord, or a variation of it at least. Basically that's on the A string, E, or 7, 5, 7, 7. So you kind of just do a quick strum of that, so. So like a ba-da-da, 1, 2, 3. And then again, you do that twice more, but the last time instead of doing the I just hit the harmonic on the 7th fret. You can do whatever you want, as long as you kind of do that fill right there. Okay, so this is where it gets kind of weird. So then we go. So that's going to be the chord that we just played. So 7, 5, 7, 7, up to 12, 10, 12, 12. So basically E to A. And then this little riff, we do open, so you're basically doing 0, 3, 5, pull off. Right, so 0, 3, 5, pull off. And then the same thing on the A string. So it's basically, right, so 0, 3, 5, pull off, 0, 3, 5, pull off. And I'm only da, da. Right? And so after that you do 1, 3, 2, and then drag that whole shape up a step. So 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 4. And that's all that is. Right? So okay, and then on the 7th fret, we're going to be doing on the G and B. And then up to the 9th and 8th, 10th and 11th and 10th, 12, 12. So right? So then we just do it again. And then we're kind of doing the same thing, just on different frets and strings. So we're doing it on the B, or we're doing it on the G and B on the 5th and 7th fret. It might be the same, I don't know, probably the same notes. Anyway, that's the thing that you're doing. So you're and then 8, 7 on the B string, and then 9, 7 on the G string. And then we're doing the same thing. However, we're just doing it on the 12th fret now. The shapes don't change, right? So 12, 12, 14, 13, 16, 15, 17, 17. And then after that, we kind of just use those same shapes. So we go down to the 7, 7 shape. And like to do that a little softer. So 7, 7, 7, 7, 9, 8, 9, 8, 5, 5. And then just that same thing that we did earlier. 7, 7, 9, 8, 12, 17, 17. And then kind of do like a little slide. So in total, that sounds like this. Right? So you do that twice, right? So one with the clean vocals and then one with unclean vocals with Aldrin. Okay, so that's part B. It's riffy, but it's simple, structure-wise at least. Okay, so that goes into part C. Okay, so you do that whole thing twice. You do the... You do that on the beginning of part B and at the very end of part B, right? So it's kind of the beginning, the intro and the outro of it. And then you do that little part twice, okay? So boom, 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 boom. And then we get into the last part of the song. So now this is the jam at the very end. So this is where it changes time signature once again. So this is technically, okay, 3 bars of 11/8, and then the last bar resolves in 12. What that means is we're counting 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's how to play that. So we're doing a C shape. So on the A string, 3rd fret, open string G, and then 3rd fret on the B string. So 1, 2, 3, those are our first 3 notes. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna do. So we're gonna take the first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So boom. So pull off, and then just hit the string right below it, so the D string. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then we take that same shape, so 7 on the A string, 7 on the G string, everything else open. So 7, open, 7, 5 on the same string, and then just pull off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right, so now we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the last one, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're just going 1, 2, 3, and then you're literally, all you're doing is lifting it at 1 fret. This is a very easy riff as long as you can count in your head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you see how that resolves. So and as that riff builds, I usually, instead of just strum out the whole chord. Okay? I think there's a lead part going on. Something like that along those lines. Just soak it with reverb and kind of just play in that pentatonic scale. Just something, and I don't know, play around with it, have fun. And then the last part is going to be just straight 3/4. So after the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is just going to be straight 1, 2, 3, or just chunks, you know what I mean, like just chords. And it's going to be 3, 0, 3, 0 on the, I'm basically muting a string, so 3, mute, open, 3. Same thing to the 7th fret. Same thing to the 7th fret on the E string. Right, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And and then it's G, mute, open, 2, and then just move that up a step to the 5th fret. So you just do that for as many times as the song goes. I think it's like 4, and then at the very end you're going. So it's just that same 3, mute, open, 3, and then chug with your open E. And I like to kind of have a little dissonance to it, so I chug the E and the A together. So that part's pretty repetitive, so I'm not going to play it for you, but I hope that all made sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm sorry that this video was really long, but it's a kind of a long song. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to the record, and I'll see you next time.